Now, a lot of people ask me how I stay in such tip-top shape. Go ahead and ask. Well, I'll tell you, my friends, I do some research in spiritual sport down in South Texas with a little place called Camp Howdy. Hey, now, give me a good mini pearl, Howdy. Goodness gracious. Well, I was down at Camp Howdy, sitting around in the campfire, surprising myself, searching for spiritual support. Went out from in between the Socrates, the cactus, and the pineal and birds, surprising myself. Dude of an hombre, dreadlocks hanging down, red bloodshot rolling eyes, and in between when I was beaver skin hat, leopard skin vest, and lizard skin boots, and bear skin chaps. He had endangered species all over his body. He took one look at me and fell face down in the campfire, sucked up all the flames, blew out a smoke ring, spit out a live coal, looked up and said, "Oh, what are you boys? The hippies?" Hell yeah! We're vegetarians. Veggie what? He said. Now you boys climb out of that campfire and come with me. I'm going to teach you about the true spiritual sport. We're going to fly with the free Mexican Air Force. Well, when he said spiritual sport, sure enough, we climbed out of that campfire and went on back into our LL Bean catalog tent. We pulled on our cotton drawstring mail order yoga trousers with the extra flap. Slipped in a comfortable pair of them wooden sandals with the red rubber spikes. Come up from the bottom of your feet. Keep your chi moving like Elvis. We were ready for the spiritual sport. So we followed this dude, his name was Beauregard Hooligan, out across the bean field to an old B-25 that was sitting there in the midnight moonlight. And we climbed aboard and he motioned me forward into the co-pilot seat and I felt proud. And then he whistled. Somebody whistled, I'm going to drive. And he whistled, and out from in between the cockatiel, cactus, and pineal vines came a bunch of dudes in pajamas and sombreros, and they come running up to the B-25, and they pulled the blocks out from behind the wheels, and we started rolling down across the bean field. As we got to the end of the bean field, I noticed a dark chasm looming ahead. As the engines weren't running, I turned to Beauregard and I said, "Oh, Bo?" I called him Bo. This thing fly? What are you, boy? Superstitious? Well, I caught his drift as we went over the cliff. At the end of the bean field, plummeting down through the void. Not a sound of technology to disturb the ecology. I turned to Beauregard to express my appreciation for the zen-like quality of this moment. He just smiled and he said unto me, "Dude, you drive." Well, I grabbed hold of the little wheel and I pulled back, and a miracle occurred. The right prop kicked in. We spiraled upwards. We were airborne, flying upside down over the border just below the airport into the beautiful land of Mexico. That's when this song came to my mind. Los Mountains campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above and clear outside is the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. Well, there in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking light make the free Mexican Air Force Escalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange an innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of light, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensimilla.
Yeehaw!
Don't you know, 'cause they think the wine we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of mind.
Wait a minute here. Got like this, my hand behind it, focus in there.
The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high.
My brother Mad Chad up with us.
Hey, what do you say? What do you say, Bruce Gas? How's everything going?
The fucking free Mexican Air Force. What's up, my brother Mad Chad? How we doing this afternoon, this evening, whatever it may be?
Hey, it's raining cats and dogs up here. You know, I'm looking forward to this. You know, get Mr. Mosley. You know, what a story there, the father-son connection and his son, you know, I mean, you're talking about a kid that fought everybody. You know, look at his record. Just, you know, what a fighter. All I can say is a true warrior.
Definitely. I was just speaking to him. He was on the LA freeway. We're talking in his car and he just got home. He's got to get in the house and everything, man. He told me the traffic was bumper to bumper. We thought we had to do it from the car, but God was with him. He got home, got the link, and he should be here in a few. So, man, Great thing. Trick Nolte, my brother. Trick Nolte comes through. You know, man, I talked to Jack for about 15 minutes, and it was like talking to my brother. You know, man, it was
Oh yeah.
And you know, in fact, I think the man is here now, bro. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the father of Shane Mosley Jr., a man in his own right, man, a trainer of champions. Here's Jack Mosley.
Yeah, I'm the grandfather of Shane Mosley Jr. I'm the father of Shane.
Salute, my brother. Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, no problem.
Hey, Jack, if anybody out there doesn't know who you are, in fact, let me shout out everybody that came in here tonight, because we got a few people up in the room here with us, and you know, if it wasn't for these cats, we'd be here by ourselves, bro. And it's a great thing. Rolling with the punches. The first one in here, Andre McCullough, thanks for coming in. Remy, my brother, salute, man. John McSmith, thank you, my brother. Carlos Mendoza, thanks, man.
All right.
Julio Martinez, bro, thank you for coming in. Pittsburgh Big Dog, my brother, salute to you, man. Salute to you. Trisha 999. You know, and I'm breaking down the budget. We're having a good time over here. We're talking to a legend, Carlos Mendoza, my brother. I think I got you already anyway, man. Jack, let them know who you are. If anybody's been sleeping in the boxing world lately, man.
Right, you already told him, right? Jack Mosley, father of Sugar Shane Mosley, and grandfather of Sugar Shane Mosley Jr., who just won a title.
Nice, man. Nice. So I'll tell you, why don't we start from the beginning here? How did you get into boxing, and what attracted you to this great sport that we all love?
Well, man, my brother's boxing, everybody boxing in my family. I started messing with boxing, I guess, around 8-10 years old and stuff like that. And I grew up in L.A., Watts, and everybody in Watts had boxing gloves and stuff. So, you know, that's how it became about.
Who were some of your early heroes in the game?
Well, you mentioned, Joe Louis, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson, people like that.
What were some of the early fights that you remember watching?
Well, I watched a lot of Ali fights. Joe Frazier too. But Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson. Watch those guys. You know, Archie Moore, people like that. It just, you know, they would come on TV and we would watch. I'm the youngest in my family, so you know, I was kind of like following my brothers, my oldest brothers and stuff.
Hey, we got Mad Chad here from Portland, Maine. Big fan of the man. You know, we got a name that speaks royalty in boxing. So I want you to meet my friend, Big Mad Chad over here, Jack.
Mad Chad.
Hey, Mr. Mosley. Mr. Mosley, it's a pleasure to have you, man. A huge fan of our son, man. You know, I'm a 52-year-old man. You know, during those 90s, he was fighting everybody. If there was a tough opponent out there, Sugar Shane was bringing the sugar. You know what I mean? He's giving them diabetes, those cats. He was just bringing the heat. He could fight at all styles. What a brilliant fighter. That's an interesting thing that you just brought up, Mr. Mosley. As a dad with your son, you know, the emotions you feel, you know, with your son in the ring. Is it easier now to watch your grandson in the ring than it was your son? You know, because I'm not a granddad yet, but just having your grandson in the ring's got to be almost extra special, so to speak.
But
I
trained him too.
You do? You know, like, what are the feelings? Like, it's got to be.
I gave Junior his foundation also. I trained him as an amateur.
He looked some good his last fight. He looked some good that last fight he had. That's the best I ever see him box. Right.
Well, he's got to make up his mind. He got the skills. He used to spar with Canelo every day up in Big Bear. Every day. See, so. But you got to have a good mindset if you want to, you know, take it to the next level. See, so I think he's getting mentally tough.
Well, that's in the Mosley DNA.
Yeah, Shane had a tough mindset. I mean, my son. So you got to have. I mean, you boxing, you got to be mental too.
Oh. Yeah, they say 4 to 1. You know, mental to physical is 4 to 1. You know, and I believe if you're not mentally there, you know, that's an uphill battle because you're going in there against mentally tough people that aren't going to quit. I mean, all your son. I mean, you just pull up his box record. You know, all those fights. I remember a lot of them, but they were just classic wars. I mean, so to speak. And your son never backed away, and he was going the distance with all these guys. I mean, was it Mayorga, Margarito, Vargas? I mean, all of them. He was right there battling all these killers.
Right.
I remember the Shamba Mitchell fight. I think the kid might have been undefeated. Someone, a lot of these young and up and comers were coming in, and your boy would put a beating on him. I mean, it was something to see. When Sugar Shane boxed, everybody paid attention.
Right. Shane, you know, he had that mindset. Plus, he didn't mind working hard. You know, and whatever you gave him, he wanted more. So he worked nonstop. I used to have Shane run 3 miles before he came in the gym.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I had him run 3 miles before he even came in the gym. Then we started to work.
And then we started working.
Yeah, and then after that, we might run some more. I was busy. I was running myself, see.
Now, when Shane
you look in great shape. You look in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
The man told me he was 87 years old. I'm 77 years old. I said, bro, you look younger than I do out here, man. And he's got me by 10 years. I almost gave him 20 there. I was trying to sneak one in, but man.
Well, Shane's 51, so you know he's the youngest child I have.
I remember when he was a little boy in that ring. Man, he won that first title from Philip Holiday. That 135 title, and he just tore through the 135 division. That was Fredo Duran in the 135 division. Nobody could touch him.
Right.
And why didn't he go to 140? Why did he just go right? He went right to.
Well, he wanted to go and make some more money. Bottom line, he said there wasn't no money down there. So he went straight where the money was.
And that was.
I asked him. I said, "You need to go to 140 and get a title." He said, "I'm gonna go to 47 and get this title and make some money."
Against Oscar De La Hoya.
Against Oscar. We went to Whittier Boulevard early about 4:30 in the morning and called Oscar out. Had the cameras rolling and everything. Called him out in his backyard. Oscar De La Hoya, here we are. What you gonna do?
That's like
Muhammad Ali shit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what we did. 4:30 in the morning, cameras rolling, all that stuff. I think HBO crew was out there at the time filming it.
Oh, I'll bet if George was here, George was probably right there with him, man. You know, George Jakovic. He's usually with us on Tuesday nights, but he's on assignment tonight. Don't worry, George. I want to just tell everybody out there, don't worry, George didn't blow us off. George is doing a special with John Smith for his upcoming fight with Beterbiev.
Joe
Smith. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, ask George if he could get a clip of that thing there when we call Oscar out at Whittier.
Oh,
Whittier Boulevard.
If George was here now, George would pull it right up. He's a whiz. He's my right hand man. In fact, he's the only one out of the crew here that's not stoned half the time. So George. George is Hey, Norris of Loxley, bro. Shout out, man. Thanks for coming by. Great channel. In fact, everybody in here has great channels, man. That's why we're blessed. We're blessed, Jack. I told you that earlier, man. You know, God is with us. God shines upon us, man.
Right.
To God, man. Thank you so much for coming here, brother.
No problem. I'm on the Instagram too, Jack Mosley Boxing. So you can check the Instagram out.
All right, man.
Right
Everybody
now,
out there, his Instagram, Jack Mosley. Jack
I
Mosley.
got a lot of little different stuff on there, you know. You can see me working with some fighters, see me at some clubs, see me at some birthday parties. I'm just all over the place.
Good stuff, Jack.
Having fun.
You're nothing's slowing you down. That's why I look at you, man, like a guiding light. Because I know I'm just breaking into it, bro. I'm just getting ready, man. I'm just loosening up over here. You're doing it all. Now, how about West Coast boxing? How big is boxing in the West Coast, man? Or was it?
Well, they got Buddy McGirt got a gym out here. He's running the gym out here, I should say. And you got Henry Tillman. He's got some gym. The guy Deontay got a gym out there in Encino, and they got some gyms out here in Pomona too. And they got some. I think Floyd got a franchise gym somebody bought. It was on Foothill and Archibald or something like that. That's like Rancho Cucamonga. So it's boxing all over the place in LA.
I love
And
it.
they got all kind of boxing gyms. In fact, I mean, the city made me sell mine's intimate domain so they can build some condominiums and stuff for this college. But I got to get me another gym too, see, here in Pomona. I need my own spot. I mean, I go to these other gyms with the amateur fighters, but I need my own spot so I can do the things I want to do inside the gym. You know.
And you were mentioning now you're training a lot of amateur fighters. You're big with youth boxing.
Not a lot. I got a few, but not a lot. I got me and my buddy got a couple of heavyweights, 6'6", about 240. Got to turn them pro. They had some amateur fights and stuff. You know, now they got to turn pro. So we working on that now. So I got between me and him, we got about 4 or 5 amateur fighters. You're super middleweight, heavyweights, lightweight, and that's the middleweight, another middleweight. That's where we at.
Man, who are some of the trainers that as you were coming up, who were some of the guys you looked up to and said, this is the way I want to train my fighters? Were there any names?
No, I kind of developed my own kind of style. I was working in Tony Serta's gym in Pomona on 2nd Street. Tony Serta trained Richie Sandoval. Remember Richie Sandoval?
Oh yeah, Richie Orlando Canizales, Richie Sandoval.
Yeah, so Tony Serta was training him. So when I started training Shane, in fact, we went to Tony Serta's gym when Shane was 8 years old and started training. That was the only gym in Pomona at the time.
Wow, 8 years old.
And it was the Pomona Athletic League, and Shane, because I went to the gym because I had him in karate, and the program played out. So because I was going to the gym to lose weight, so he said I want to box like that. So, but Tony had a program already, so I put him in a program with Tony and his fighters. He had a bunch of kids Shane's size and age and stuff, because they had been boxing 3 years before Shane. Shane didn't know anything about boxing, but I always did work with Shane even before he went to the gym. I always worked with him for jabs and different stuff like that, playing around. But when he got to the gym, that's more serious than just playing around at home, So he got on the team, and then Tony Serta's brother was training Shane, kind of like. But I noticed they wasn't spending much time with Shane. They were spending time with all the other guys, And I'm thinking, I'm looking at Shane, he's like getting disappointed and stuff in a sense. I mean, he's all eager and stuff. And I say, well, I'll start training my damn self because they ain't paying attention to my son. You know what I'm saying? So I say, I know how to do this stuff. So I'll just train him myself. And I just quietly start training him myself. Whenever they wasn't paying attention to him, I had him come over there and I started working with him. Get on my knees, because he's 8 years old, and get on my knees and play with him. I play like he knocked me out. And you don't have to do an acting job, Hey, you got me with that left hook. You got me with that right hand, stuff like that. Making it fun for him. That's what you're going to do with a kid. Make it fun for them, and they'll learn faster. And I'm not trying to be serious, because some fathers or some coaches are really serious about, and this is a child, you can't be serious about a child like that when you got to live a child's life, right? So I'm letting him enjoy everything. He's sucking it all up, learning fast. And then looking at pictures of Sugar Ray Robinson. In fact, Sugar Ray Robinson came to a couple of his fights as an amateur when he was like 13 or 14. And they liked Shane. And Sugar Ray Robinson's wife said, if you're going to be one of the great Sugars, you're going to have to really train hard and fight. He said, yes, I am. I'm going to be a world champion. And he said it a few times, and it came to pass. But I started training him and working on jabs. Like I said, we used to run, not then, but when we got a little older, like 13 or 14, run 3 miles before he came in the gym. But start working on combinations and techniques, balance. I think balance is key. And a lot of times you got to have great balance to throw great punches. And there's a technique for the power punching too, see? So you got to learn how to torque your hips and all that good stuff. And you got to learn, you got to block punches. You got to twist and turn, pivot, all kind of stuff on your toes, know your hitting range and all of that, bobbing and weaving. We worked on all of that stuff. I throw punches at him, he'd be ducking and slipping and countering. See, so that we did that over and over again because, everything in boxing is repetitive until it becomes automatic. You have to think about it. You see, so that's
how old was Shane? How old was Shane before he turned amateur?
How old was he before he turned pro?
No, when he had his first organized amateur fight.
He was 10, about nine.
Oh,
Because he started at 8, and he beat an open fighter his first time out and won the whole tournament. And that's another thing. They said, "Oh, Shane just started. He can't compete in this tournament coming up." But all the other kids, he was kicking their ass after about 3 months. They've been there 3 years. He was whooping their ass. And so I thought to myself, "What you mean he ain't?" I thought to myself, I didn't want to know. He beating everybody up in here, in his weight class, and they going to the tournament. I said, "No," to myself. I can put him in there. Shit, I ain't gonna hold him back like that. And when he's not gonna win, I don't give a damn. I want to see what he can do, and so I know what to work on. I don't care about him losing or winning or nothing. We out there to have some fun and meet people and talk and stuff like that. It didn't bother me if he lost or not. I didn't care. But I know if he put in the work, he's gonna win.
nice.
And what happened? He beat an open fighter. That it's a guy that had 10 fights. Shane at that time. Now it's like at the 5 fights, I think. But you got to have 10 fights to be an open fighter. But I put Shane in that tournament as he won. He beat the open fighter. Wait a minute, that's before the tournament. I take that back. He beat an open fighter before the tournament. That qualified him to go to the be in the tournament. So they had a show, and he beat the open fighter. And then we put him in the tournament, and he won the whole damn thing. That's first time out.
Wow.
And then every year, every time they had a Junior Olympics or something, Shane would win. It didn't matter. He'd win it. And they didn't want to fight him no more. He got a reputation before Oscar did, because Oscar from East LA, and we were changed from born in Watts. So he got a reputation before Oscar did.
At the Table Studio, bro. Thanks for coming in here. My brother Mo Boxing, salute to you, man. And guess who else came in the building? The man who set it all up over here, my brother, Trick Nolte. Salute, my brother. Salute.
And every year after that, he won the tournament. And then
Hey, how you doing?
This guy is Ruben Espinosa.
I don't think he can hear us.
Fought him. He beat the shit out of Ruben, but they gave it to Ruben. So I say Shane ain't nothing but a big ass click. Don't even.
No, I don't. I don't think Jack. Can you hear us, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I can hear you.
all right. Well, Trick just came in the room. I didn't know if you could hear us or not, but
Okay, what's happening?
all right,
What's
man.
going on? How you doing?
Good.
Hey, what's going on, man? Chad?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's shaking,
Yeah,
Trick? What's shaking, fellas?
Tournaments. It's his first time out. He won them tournaments, and he won them every Junior Olympics every year after that. And then one year they cheated Shane. The judges. I say Shane ain't your fault. They say sometimes I say grown folks are sometimes envious and jealous, and for whatever reason they cheated. Because Shane, man, the dude couldn't even hit Shane. It was like Roy Jones and that Korean dude. The dude couldn't even do nothing with Shane, and they gave it to him.
Oh, wow.
So it's so I say Shane don't. I mean, he got mad. But he got all teary-eyed because they cheated. He said, "Why they cheat, Daddy? Why they cheat?" I say, "Man, grown-ups. Some grown-ups are just worse than kids. They will cheat. They don't care. They want to win at all costs.
Shout out to my brother Teach out there, man. Salute.
Who?
Teach.
Deech.
Teach.
All right.
We got all kind of crazy names out here, Jack. I had to change my government name. My name is Bruce Goes. Everybody knows that, but I just had to call myself Bruce Gas. Hey, that's my player name out here, man.
Bruce Gas. Okay.
We all use player names out here.
I got one too. JTM. Jack Mosley. Yeah.
Lovely.
I got a Jack the Mac.
Salute, my dog. Thanks for coming in.
Well, oh man. So I told Shane don't ever cry no more about nothing, because they ain't the last time they gonna cheat you. So don't even worry about that shit no more ever.
Now, when did you guys decide that it's time to cash in and make some money in this game?
Well, after the Olympics, I guess that time, but Shane was like, he went to the Nationals. He won the Nationals about 3 times. And after that, he celebrated amateur. So we just turned pro after the Olympics. And we signed with Patrick Ortiz, ringside ticket, and then they took us as far as they can go. Then we signed with HBO after that. Cedric Kushner.
Mm.
And then, who was
I
hooked up
remember
with HBO.
from South Africa, Cedric Kushner, yes.
Yeah, he's the one that had Philip Holiday and stuff. So that's after Cedric Kushner, and we signed with him, and he got with HBO and everything. Signed a contract with HBO. And then the first fight, well, we had some few fights. Shane knocked him off, dusted him off, and knocked him out and stuff. Then we fought Philip Holiday. He was sick. He was sick when he fought Philip Holiday.
Won his first fight.
Dehydrated and stuff. But he still managed to beat him. I think if Shane had been sick, he'd have knocked Philip Holiday out. But he went on, knocked him out, and I think they had Shane picked to lose in that fight or something, because it seemed like I heard that people were mad about Shane winning and stuff, that they had lost a lot of money and stuff on the fight. So I'm like, well, that's their problem, not ours. Then after that fight, every guy, everybody they can throw at Shane, tough as they can come, and Shane knocking them off one by one, knocking them out.
Oh, he was a killer at lightweight. I mean, it was like
That's
I said
right.
earlier. There was nobody that could touch him at 135. And like you said, why bother with 140? There was nobody there. Go right for the big dog. Go right for the crash ring. Yep. And that's what he did. Shocked everybody. Shocked the world. Right.
He went up to 47, and he fought a couple of times at 47. I think his first time up at 147 is Fredo Rivera. Joe Gusto was training him. In fact, Shane beat up Rafael Ruelas in the amateurs a couple of times. They were like 12 and 13. And Gabriel too, I guess. They didn't want to spar fight. Gabriel didn't want to fight Shane in the amateurs. All pro. But Shane was like, he worked hard. That's what he loved to do. He loved to fight. See, so I always said, if you like doing something, you like doing what you want to do with passion, you're going to be good, or one of the best ones ever. And
Let me shout out to B2OB out there, man. Thanks for coming in here. Xavier Martinez, Jeff Lucietta. Salute, bro. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can.
Hey, Jack, Xavier Martinez, right?
Huh?
We got a little echo going,
right?
I didn't hear you. Okay, say it again. Say it again. I can't hear you.
Trick, you're muted.
No, somebody muted, not me.
Yeah, no, it's Trick Nolte. Trick, your mic's not working right now, bro.
I can hear you talking.
Hear me now?
Say me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear somebody.
You hear me now?
That's you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Xavier Martinez, he's in the chat. You know Xavier, right?
Xavier?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, say it again.
He got a comment right there.
Oh.
He says,
"Hey Jack."
Says, hey Jack.
Go ahead.
Oh man, I done messed up something here. Shit, I don't know what the hell I did.
I remember Jack training with you, Buddy Burrell, when he was big.
Buddy Burrell when he was a kid.
Buddy Burrell? Buddy Burrell, we grew up went to high school together.
You remember Xavier Martinez? He knows you, my man.
Xavier, say the last name again.
Martinez.
Martinez. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard that name so long.
Yeah.
How was it up in Big Bear? That's like a mecca for training. Is there something special about the air up there, or is it just
the air is thin? It opens up. The air is thin. It opens up the blood cells. Your blood cells open up to let in more oxygen because the air is so thin and the blood.
All right, man. Oh no, George is on assignment. George is out with Joe Smith right now. He's in Joe Smith's camp. He's doing a special. And he'll be back next week. He might even sneak in the back door today. You never know about George. And
okay.
Hey, Jack, we were talking about nutrition a little while ago too.
Right.
And you seem to know a lot about nutrition.
Well, I mean, what I do, I just do stuff I do for myself. I ain't trying to be a nutritionist for nobody, but I just kind of learn about certain things that I like that's gonna make me feel good and look good and do good, you know. So, because I take my vitamins every day, vitamin C, selenium, magnesium. I take all that's the zinc, picolinate, chromium picolinate, B12 complex.
Man. Reggie Owens, bro. Shout out to my brother Reggie Owens in here. I thought I took a lot of supplements, man. I take the vitamin C. I take the vitamin D3.
B12 complex. And take omega-3s.
I take the omega-3. Yeah, I take flaxseed oil.
I don't miss a flaxseed oil.
Well, that's my omega-3. I was taking fish oil for a while.
That stuff, man, lowers your testosterone.
No, not mine, man. My testosterone is really high. See, I even take.
It is? Well, Google it. Google it. Look at it. See what it says about flat. See what it says about testosterone.
My doctor even prescribes me testosterone. I do testosterone injections.
Well, that's the thing. You're getting some testosterone direct. If you wasn't, the flaxseed oil would lower it.
But let me finish here. My testosterone records, they're through the roof. When I went to see the doctor, I was about 60 years old and I retired, and he told me my testosterone levels were low. So he gave me a half a cc of testosterone to inject every 20 days, and my levels went through the roof. I don't know what happened, but he took me off it, and they're still through the roof. So he put me back on for cholesterol control, for blood pressure, to keep the LDLs out of there. But nutritional supplements, man, I live on nutritional supplements. I sold them for 30 years, and I'm a big proponent of them. The diets we eat are terrible. We're not getting.
I don't mess with processed food and stuff.
Shout out to Con Shawnery. Let me shout out two guys in here. G Funky Boxing's in here, and Con Shawnery. And go ahead, take over the nutrition end of it for me a little bit, my brother.
Well, I just I don't mess with processed food, and I just try to eat everything organic, stuff like that. And I got a blender. I blend up beets, celery, some cabbage, broccoli. I blend all that stuff up, and I drink it with some apple cider vinegar in the morning before I even eat anything. And I drink it. Sometimes I drink almost a half a gallon of water in the morning. Just drink it down, organic. I have a machine that makes alkaline water. It's a machine that makes it. You get it fresh every morning. The store stuff is not real alkaline water, as far as I'm concerned. And if it is, it's been sitting on.
Make sure your pH balance is in order throughout the day.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't realize you were so advanced in nutrition for some guy who doesn't have a background as a nutritional advisor or a nutritionist, man. I mean, you can blow half of these.
Jack looks like he could go in the ring today and fight. Jack looks in fighting shape.
I just try to stay alive. That's why I said I gotta get the right stuff in my body to keep my immune system powerful.
What do you take for brain, Jack? Your
stuff.
shop is a whip.
It's COVID stuff, with God's help. I don't worry about none of that stuff, man. I've been around everybody. I ain't want no mask unless they make me wear a mask. I ain't thinking about that stuff. And I don't feel like I'm going to get sick. I haven't got sick. If I get sick, I drop 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C real quick every 3 hours, every 4 hours, and knock that stuff out.
Bro. I keep my supplements in one of these AM, PM, these little rainbow things. So even if I get nuts and I forget what day it is, I know it's a blue day, a red day. But it makes it real easy. And like we said, man, I got the fish oil, I got the glucosamine, the Oswala, all my joint supplements, my vitamin E, my multi, and that's what it's all about. I believe that's what keeps me going around here, man. If I ate like the general population, you'd stop at McDonald's, stop at Burger King, go to Subway, have pizza, I'd be dead.
No, I don't mess with that stuff. Pizzas and all that, that's crazy. All that they putting soy products. That's another thing that messes with soy products put breast on men.
For sure, for sure.
It gives you estrogen, all that stuff.
There was the big craze of soy protein. And I'm trying to tell these people, there are studies that they give this to premenopausal women to promote estrogen. So you want to take a chance and drink soy protein when you can drink whey protein? Dude.
Right.
We saw a generation of bodybuilders walking around with little titties on there. You know, I mean, it was...
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
But, man, are you still with us, Jack? I think you went out. Device not connected.
My mic's not?
No, I think you're back with us again.
It's back?
Yeah, you're back, my brother.
Oh, okay, I hit the wrong button or something.
The camera's not connected, but the mic
I don't hit the camera part. The camera part. I'm back now.
All right.
I'm learning how to use this stuff with modern technology.
Man, I grew up in a generation where we walked into an elevator and there was some guy dressed like Captain Kirk pressing the buttons for us, and I just started learning more and more about this, and what do you know, man? I'm on a YouTube show, and I got Jack Mosley on here, bro. I got a boxing legend.
Bruce Gas. Is there a chance if Mr. Mosley would like, maybe pull up one of Shane's earlier fights, one of his, we could ask Jack one of his favorite fights and just have it play in there? Because I'll tell you, I wouldn't, Tuesday night fights, I want to watch Sugar Shane battle somebody.
Let's see what we can find down here.
You were in an echo chamber, man. It was all echo when you were talking. So can you repeat it, somebody?
All right, wait a minute here. The echo chamber, that might be because let me see, because I have two of you in here. Wait a minute here. Let me
just repeat what he said. You repeat it so I can understand it.
I think I can fix this. I think if we all right, how's that? Can you hear us clearly now?
Chamber.
There, how about now?
Huh?
Is the echo chamber gone?
Not with you. I mean, it's gone with you. I mean,
hey,
speaking?
I hear you perfectly.
Am I echoing, Bruce?
No.
Yeah.
Not to me.
I'm still echoing?
No.
It's a little better now.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, Mr. Mosley, if pull up one of your son's fight. Is there a fight that you remember that you wouldn't mind just reliving, maybe rewatching?
I like that fight. I like that fight with Fredo Rivera.
Okay, let me see if I can find that one.
That's when he first moved up to 147.
Wow.
I like
that was a battle.
Fight. That was my same fight.
I think we can do something over here.
Bruce is pretty good at this.
Okay.
We've been practicing. We do, Bruce. Usually Tuesday night fights, Mr. Mosley. We just watch some fights and just talk about them with George and G5 Gabe, and Trick Nolte will swing by. Sometimes with these legends. I mean, Mr. Mosley, this is pretty cool, my friend. This is really cool. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you pulled it up, huh? Okay.
There we go.
Man, after the fight, he was in a casket of ice. He asked to see Shane, and we went to him, and he was laying in a casket of ice from head to toe. That's how bad Shane beat up on that body.
Beat him
from
head
to toe in a casket of ice. I shit you not. I'm not making that up.
Damn.
Old man coming in confident there, Jack. You got a big smile. You looking confident.
I mean, I'm always smiling, man. I care. That's something I get from my mother and father. I mean, that's how we came. My household was full of cheers and stuff.
I get up in the morning. I put some of the YouTube channels on. I listen to some of the brothers, and I just wake up. I get a smile on my face. It's like walking into a party. When you come on some of these channels, it's a good feeling. I know what you mean, brother. I love to smile. I love to make people smile. I mean, it's
right.
It's real, man. And right now, man, I got a smile from ear to ear sitting on here with you, Jack, and Trick and Mad Chad.
And then you don't catch a stroke. When you smiling, having a good, feeling good, you're not gonna have a stroke. You're not gonna be angry, and just you have a better disposition in life.
I tell the people out there, I say, I don't take antidepressants, anti-anxieties, pain medication. I smoke the reefer, and I love the boxing, and I don't break any laws. And man, you're making my high 100% better tonight, my brother.
Right.
So
see, all that angry stuff, fussing and bickering, that don't mean nothing. The bottom line is what you gonna do when you're in the fight.
Amen.
But people try to get your head.
Hey, y'all, shout out the boxing.
That don't work sometimes.
Hey, y'all, shout out the boxing conversation. Reggie Owens. Reggie Owens say, "Oh shit, Shane Mosley pops." Yeah, that's him. That's him, Reggie Owens. Shout out to Reggie, man. Good brother.
My brother.
Yeah.
Reggie's
Shane caught him he beat him in the 12th round.
And now he's just coming out. He's just coming up from the 135. Relinquished his belts.
And they had a thing close. I said, Shane, they got this thing close. We went out there and knocked him out.
You watch any of the welterweights today, Jack?
Yeah.
What do you
you say am I working
with Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, the fight coming up? Are you looking forward to that as much as I am, brother?
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a tremendous fight.
I'm going to run a limb, but that fight is that's the Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns of our generation. We've been waiting for so long. No other.
Well, as a pick'em fight,
I think so. I think they're both so good at the top of their game, and what Errol did on Saturday night, and what Bud's been doing. I mean, this fight has to happen. But man, how do you think your son would do in the welterweight division today?
The 130,
the 145, 147,
147.
135.
I think you'd do great. I think you'd be right there with him if the same age and everything. Oh. Yeah, Shane's not gonna really slug with you, but he can box. He can fight you and he'll box. He'll do both of them. And I think that's what Chance Crawford will do. He'll box, stay there, box, stay there a little bit, and box some more. He's gonna mix it up. He ain't gonna just slug. He ain't gonna do what Ugas did. He should have done that. He should have boxed him more. Everybody, if you're being tough, that's something that's gonna work. It didn't work for him. He got his eyes closed. And his socket broke. So that didn't work out good for him.
What did you say broke?
He's got somebody said the eye socket broke or something like that.
Shane or on Rivera?
And then he got a bruise or broken rib in the fight.
Ugas.
Oh, he got destroyed.
Right. He didn't box a smart fight. See, he should have.
But I don't think he has the tools to do it. I don't know if Ugas has the footwork to do it. He's kind of, he all the fights style, with him, he really doesn't. Yeah, that's kind of his style. He ain't like Rigondeaux, He's kind of just a plodding European Cuban.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that was wrong. He should have boxed him. See now, Terence Crawford's gonna box him, man. He ain't gonna be slugging like that.
He can't slug like that. He'll get killed.
Go outside a little bit, fight him inside a little bit. He's going to try to outpoint him.
Rivera's a pretty good fighter here. He's tagging Shane a little over here, man.
Yeah, I got a question. He's paying him to come forward because he's a bigger guy. He's like 6 feet or something. And Shane like 5'9".
What did he rehydrate in that night?
What happened?
He looked like he's fighting. What did he rehydrate in that night? I'm talking about not Shane, but Rivera. He looks kind of wide across the shoulders, like he might be a junior middleweight coming in this fight, or a little close to middleweight.
Yeah, he's a middleweight in that fight. He's big. He's tall and big.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they
It's not
want
a
to stick
fighter,
on
though,
us,
man.
saying moving up. So that's who we had to fight to break into the division. So we can't say we don't want to
So
fight
Jack,
him.
I got right.
And we
So
say
Jack, I got a question.
Shane was determined to
Was
get
there
in there.
anybody that Shane lost to? Okay.
With a good
Oh,
old
good
hook.
leg left hook. Oh, goodness.
Boom. Across the head.
So, Jack, I got a question. Was there anybody y'all
Yeah.
fought in the amateurs that beat Shane that you couldn't get in the pros?
Say that again.
I said, was there anybody that Shane lost to in the amateurs, but in the pros they
Well,
wouldn't fight
Vernon
him?
Forrest, Vernon Forrest.
Vernon
he beat him
Forrest,
in the amateur.
that was crazy. Vernon Forrest, he beats Shane, and then he gets annihilated by Margarito, and Shane
Right.
has no problem with Margarito. That just shows you the
Right.
triangle
No
theory
problem.
does not exist in boxing.
Right.
And what do
That's
you?
boxing for you. You win some, you lose some. All those guys, Shane, man, I haven't had it for them because those guys are a lot bigger, you know?
Yeah.
I guess there were just some guys like Vernon Forrest. He just
Right.
like Conchon says, he just gave Shane trouble.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Shane had when he fought Vernon Forrest, he had an operation appendix. No, was it a hernia operation? And after that, before the fight, he had that operation. It really wasn't healed. So when he hit him in the body, he hit him on that operation. And he was sick, and he had the kids in the room with snotty nose and stuff. And then he had no wife fussing. I mean, everybody don't know all that. So he went in the ring with a whole lot of baggage. You see, so and then the second fight they had, well, they did a whole lot of grabbing and holding, so that could have been any kind of way. You know, either way. And a lot of Shane's losses, he's sick. Like when he fought Pacquiao, he severed his Achilles tendon. After he signed the contract, he said his Achilles tendon is playing basketball. So he couldn't even train for the fight for 3 months. And those heals, that takes about a year and a half to heal. So he fought on one leg, Pacquiao, and Pacquiao still couldn't knock him out.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? So they don't want to hear all that stuff. And then when he lost to Lincoln Wright, I told him not to lift no weights. And he didn't listen to me. He started lifting them damn weights instead. He got Daryl punching. And he got slow. His punches, he got strong, but he wasn't throwing as many punches no more. And then when he fought Vargas for the second time, he had gotten off the weight, so his speed kind of came back. He was able to get Vargas out of there a couple of times.
Now, how about
so that what happens when sometimes you don't listen to somebody who knows you best.
How about when Antonio Margarito was found to have the little foreign object in his glove?
Yeah. See, I trained him. My training got him ready for that fight, not Nazim. My training did that. See, he got off them weights. I got him off them weights, and I said, "This man ain't training you to do shit but lose." Shit. I guess people are using these cones, like the spoon cones, or whatever they call them things. I believe in using my mitts and stuff. I don't mess with that stuff. It's crazy.
How was the feeling though when that object was found in Margarito's glove?
Well, I used to work with that stuff in the hospital, plaster repair. They make casts out of that.
And how does that work?
Yeah, and then as trainer, I've been knowing this trainer for like 10, 15, 20 years, and I'm like, man, you gonna do that to my son? Man, what's wrong? I was ready to jump on him when I seen him, but I never could see him. I said, you can kill somebody like that.
I'll tell you when they took it out of Margarito's glove, Margarito's the one that almost got killed in that fight. Shane was
what I'm saying.
Great shape for that fight.
Right.
Hey, shout out to my lady Kwee out there. Salute, man. Thanks for coming in. Demetrius Bright.
Right.
Thank you for coming by, brother. And anything like I know this might be the dark cloud hanging over the room, But right now, people are talking about Victor Conte and the Balco thing. Is there anything you want to say about that, Jack?
Okay, now with that, I told Shane to talk to the commission in Nevada and see if that stuff was legal to use, and they said it was okay. Okay, and Shane got it right. That's the only reason why Shane did get in trouble, and all those baseball players, basketball players, whoever else was using this stuff at the time, they got in trouble and reprimanded stuff. They didn't do nothing to Shane because Shane told the truth. He said he went to the commission and they said it was not a banned substance at all.
They were calling that the clear.
So they didn't mess with it. So, but the public don't know that. They don't really care. But that Shane didn't get in trouble though.
Well, now
they got this stuff out. Conte got this stuff out, and all the boxers are using that NAC, whatever it is.
Cutting weight.
Right? Well, right now,
Conte, by Conte right now.
Snack.
Same stuff.
Okay, now Conte's in the spotlight right now. You think he's changed his ways, or do you think he's still dirty in the game?
Who?
Victor Conte.
No, they're using his products right now. The boxers are.
Trick Nolte's got
called NAC. NAC something.
Snack. I use the multivitamins and I use the ZMA. It works.
Yeah, they're using his products right now.
I mean,
so
that ain't the private snack.
They got it out there.
Yeah, he's got the specials, the special products for the boxers.
Well, it's still the same package, and they just changed the name of some stuff. It's still the same stuff.
But Victor, that Balco dude, he can't do nothing but boxing anymore. He can't do baseball, football, athletes in the Olympics. All he can do is the most corrupt sport in the world, boxing. And I'm a big fan of Barry Bonds, Marion Jones, those athletes that he took down, really. Even your son, I thought your son kind of got screwed by Victor Conte. And I'm just not a big fan of him. And I don't like the way that he's, he has connections with Vada and Nada and Bodada. It just seems like it's real suspect. And I never liked the guy. I think he's a liar, and I think he's still a cheater. And I just don't trust him. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Mosley?
It's all about money.
And that's what he got in trouble too. He's a money. This guy informant, I wouldn't doubt it. I don't trust him.
Right, I wouldn't either. I agree with you.
All the best boxers are now signed with him. Like every fighter, it seems like they're a snack athlete. It makes me just like shake my head, like wow. Right. As a dad, I just would have a problem with my son signing any deal with this, proven, dirty rock.
Right, that stuff is crazy, and I never because I get shamed like when he got ready to fight stuff. Man, I was trying to blend up some apples, some celery, some pears, and stuffed berries, all kind of berries. I put that stuff in a blender and that stuff. I made up my own potion.
Shane was a killer before, but Shane was a killer before he ever met Victor. Shane was a killer before he ever met that guy. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
He was a killer before. Yeah.
Right. See, we didn't need that stuff, man. We get some yams. I chop up some yams, blend them all up, man. Drink that stuff down. Some sweet potatoes, blend those up. And peanuts, not peanuts, but pecans, walnuts, pistachios, almonds. Man, just all of that. Bananas, man, organic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, food, people don't understand how anabolic food is. If you eat, like you were talking about the foods that lower your testosterone, there are foods that will raise your testosterone too. So there's so much power in food.
Right.
I mean, people are calling these things superfoods. We've been eating them for 100 years. Spinach, instead of the yams, the sweet potatoes instead of the white potatoes, the broccoli, the cauliflower. Those are the things that raise your zinc levels, your testosterone levels, lower your estrogen. People don't understand how much power there is in that food that you eat. And you know that, Jack.
Right.
I by the way you speak, bro.
Mr. Mosley, like before the fights as a head trainer, prior to the fights, you know how corrupt the sport is?
Mad Chad, Mr. Mosley, we lost him. G5 is here. Mr. Mosley dropped out. I'm sure he'll be back in. He's got the link. But in the meantime, let me
G5
shout out
here.
to Rolling with the Punches who came in here. My brother, salute. Rip me, bro. Thanks for stopping by. My man Michael Johnson, Boxing Talk and more. Shouting out to Reggie, man. Appreciate you guys coming in here, man. Jack Mosley, Shane Mosley's dad is in here, man. We're enjoying. We're watching some fights with him, and he's coming right back. He just a great opportunity, man. We're talking about boxing. We're talking about Shane. We're just talking about Balco, Victor Conti, man. It's all the wraps are off. It's great to have a real man in here. Jack, thanks for coming back, my brother.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So right now we're in the 4th round. How's your son doing right now? Is he still in a fight, or has he got this fight under control?
Oh, I think Shane is wrestling with him. They're trying to see what this guy's trying to do is use his reach and his size to wear Shane down, but it's not working. Shane's in good shape. See, he's using it, and he's using the aggressive style that Joe has trained him to use against Shane, because Shane is a much smaller guy, but Shane is strong. They don't realize how strong he is. I had him doing gymnastic training and stuff, because I used to be in gymnastics.
What did Shane bench? 350?
His what?
His bench press.
Bench press, probably, or more. He's strong.
I remember reading in, I think it was in Muscle and Fitness, his strength routines, man. Unbelievable for a guy his size.
Right. He's powerful.
Lifting 3 times his weight.
Right. 300 something. Deadlift 700 and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, deadlift. Wow. He's small, but he's strong, though, see?
Hey, my brother G5, another one of our co-hosts on Tuesday Night Fights. G5, welcome in, my brother. We're talking to Jack Mosley over here, my man. Thanks.
Looking at the tape.
G5, what's up?
Bruce, my brother, salute. Everybody salute. Jack Mosley. It's a pleasure
How
to
you
meet
doing?
you. How you doing, sir? I'm doing fine. Just dropped my kids off. I'm a little tardy, but we here. I'm glad I still was able to catch you. I've been sitting backstage about 15 minutes just listening, though.
Right.
Yeah, I looked. I said, Bruce, he'll let me on here in a minute. I was like, everybody watching the fight. I'm like, somebody tell him I'm backstage.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, all right, man. It's all good, Bruce. I mean, I still can hear everything and see everything, so I was cool.
I'm so glad you made it. I know you're a busy man at this hour. You got the family you have to take care of. You're just getting out of work, and I know how hectic it is. And G5's the younger man on this panel, Jack. G5's
okay.
G5's, he's a young man, but he's wise in the years, and he comes in. He's like a sponge. He absorbs stuff in here, and I hear him on other shows, and he sounds like an OG out there because he's definitely he's getting his shine on over here, man.
Okay.
G5.
G5.
I appreciate it, Bruce. I'm trying.
That G5 they got out right now is a weapon of mass destruction. One level.
One in here is a weapon of mass
lower than a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, I'm
a
bad, man.
They have out now with everybody on these phones and stuff.
Yeah, but this G5, he a bad man too. He a bad man too. Yeah, I'm a good man, but I'm a bad man too. Oh yeah, that's for sure.
G5, I was just saying, man. We were talking about how smiling is the ultimate, man. We smile, and it keeps us young. It's vitality. And, I get up and I put your show on, G5, and I'm telling you, man, really, you make me smile in the morning, man. When you guys are on there and you shout me out, and man, it's like it's better than 10 cups of espresso, bro. It really is. That's why guys out here, man. Sub to all the brothers and the sisters out here. It'll put the smile on your face, and that's what it's all about over here, man.
Well, yeah, you gotta feel good throughout the day, man. Ain't no sense in going through the day angry and stuff.
Hell no. Lose that. Lose that shit.
No, not gonna do nothing for you. I like to smile, even in the face of adversity. Yeah, never let them see you sweat, people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even when you're going through.
You die quicker too. See,
that's it, bro. Eat a healthy life, lose the stress,
right,
and just enjoy life. And I guarantee you're going to be around. I'm looking forward to being around. I want to catch up to Jack, And I know Jack's going to catch up to Lord knows who, but man, we're still in this race.
Hey man, I be saying my prayers and counting my blessings.
You look like you could get in that ring and go a few rounds too, my brother.
Oh yeah, I stay in shape. You know,
Still
shoot, I got some bags in my garage. I go out there and punch on them and stuff. You know, just a little bit, not a lot.
Now, somebody
I do
mentioned in
some
there
pull-ups
earlier,
and push-ups and
you invented a punching technique in the heavy bag, didn't you?
on the heavy bag. No, I'm kind of no, not really.
Somebody was mentioning that earlier in the chat. I can't remember who it was, and you were in the middle of a conversation. So Deacon Dave, I'm sorry, salute, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man.
No,
Shane's
I have a punch ball I use. I use with Shane. I call it my power punch ball.
Okay.
It's like a medicine ball. I hold it, you know, like hold it in my arms and let Shane punch it when he was a lightweight. Amateur too. You know, it's like a big medicine ball, but instead of having that pad they use, punch pad, I just had a big old round medicine ball. And I hooked it up.
Give you really that feel
and then punch it.
Give you that feel to the body when you dig in there, digging up.
Right.
Shane was a killer to the inside, man.
Right. I didn't punch that ball non-stop, a whole round. Just body shots. I say tell him to throw any kind of combinations you want to throw. You just don't stop. Just be busy the whole round. And I walking around in that ring with that ball in my arm, that medicine ball. He just be pounding it. And you know, and I was like, that gave him a lot of his strength, a lot of his punching power too. Because at the time, I think I was like 200 and something pounds. And so he got all that weight behind it too, see, at the same time. He was a lightweight. So I haven't used that thing in a long time. Maybe they're talking about that.
Did you ever have any problems? You ever have any problems making weight when he was 135?
Not any major problem. He always made it. You know,
he won titles at 154, 147, and 135, correct?
Right. He's got about 7 world titles.
Oh.
You know, I think he won about 3 or 4 belts off Oscar when he first fought him the first time. 3 belts, I think. But he had a lot of lightweight belts, huh?
A lot of hardware.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When did he go into the Hall of Fame?
Well, funny you asked that. It's going to be this year. It's going to be in June.
Oh.
I gotta go check again. My daughter have the information. We got to go out there, Canastota.
Yeah.
We gotta go there.
Up in New York. What's crazy?
What?
What's crazy is Shane's last fight was against David Avanesian. You know, and he's a killer today. It's just to think, I'm 52, your son's 51, and his last fight was against David Avanesian.
His career was 23 years, wasn't it? 23.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure. I can't. He's 51, but I guess it's 20-something years.
Damn. Shout out to my brother Randy Smith in here, man. Salute, good man. Salute.
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got those hands low, but he seems to fire off a jab from the hip.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's comfortable right now, so he knows. See, that's what I'm saying. Boxing is a repetitive sport. I mean, repetitive when you're boxing. So he's doing stuff automatically now. See, but when in the beginning, you can't do that. You're learning your craft. You got to keep your hands up. But he's gotten comfortable. He knows what to do out there automatically. You know, he's setting him up with certain things, I guess. See.
And it seems like he likes to come inside and show how strong he is too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's fooling the guys. They think they can muscle him around. They can't do it. That's why he's fighting the way he's fighting. But Shane let him know, hey, I can fight you inside. I can fight you outside. Don't matter. But he's fighting both ways. And
this is a strong 135-pound kid coming up here.
Right. Yeah, they at 147 now, though. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like you said, no 140, right to 147.
Right.
Howard Cosell. Did you ever meet Howard Cosell, George? I'm sorry. I keep calling you George because my co-host, George Jakovic, is here on Tuesday nights, Jack. And his name is George Jakovic. So I got two names. And I told him he needs a YouTube name. I got to give him a player name. And I said, George Jack. That would be perfect.
George Jack.
George Jack. Yeah, that's that. I'm surprised he's not here tonight. But like I said, he's with Joe Smith on Long Island for a while. They're doing it 24/7. And he wanted to be here. He's here every Tuesday night. In fact, he's almost a driving force. He's got such a passion for boxing. Trick Knowlton introduced me to him, man. And another one, always positive, always has a smile on his face. I can call him 5 minutes before a show. I'll just say, George, you want to go talk about Marvin Hagler and Thomas Hearns? Yeah, man, I'm there. He loves boxing, and he's got a presence behind the microphone too. You know, just a great guy. You know, great guy.
Oh, okay. Hey, when he says somebody says he knows me, I gotta from HBO, right?
Go ahead, Trick.
Huh? Well, see that combination Shane's putting on right now? Jack. See that? Man, that kind of stuff got him. But Shane's hitting me with power right there. Man, that's what I like. See, I like them kind of combinations. That's what we worked on.
And he's digging downstairs. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Up and down. That last little run combination, man, that was pretty.
Pretty.
That's what I like about it.
And this is the fight before De La Hoya.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And they was trying not to fight, but they talking about, I guess it's people convinced Oscar that he was still a lightweight. But I said they waited a whole year. Now he a full-fledged welterweight now. They didn't waited too long. You know? So he was a full-fledged heavyweight. And this guy here about 6 feet tall, big long arms, everything. And Joe said, we're gonna work him, we're gonna put our weight on him and lean on him and all that, but that didn't matter.
Yeah, well, Fredo Rivera, he was he fought a lot of big names in the back in the day.
Right.
Didn't he fight Whitaker?
Yeah, Whitaker beat him though. That was a controversial fight. He fought again, but Whitaker is just too slick for him. You know?
Oh, Whitaker was something, man. God rest his soul. Whitaker was a beautiful fighter to watch.
Right.
That would have been a great fight. Your son and Whitaker in the ring.
Oh, yeah. That'd been good. And Whitaker told Shane he's going to be a champion. Say, Shane, you're going to be a champion.
Seems like he had the pedigree going. Before he even stepped into the ring. He had Sugar Ray Robinson's wife. He had Pernell Whitaker. Man, he couldn't go anywhere but to the top.
Right.
Oh. Look at it. Oh, these guys are trading inside. This is brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal stuff.
Yeah, he doing his thing.
And he's really got some good footwork there too. He's moving sideways, back and forth, never straight back.
Right.
Good stuff.
Not staying in one spot, just kind of moving around. Light on your feet. Yeah,
Rivera looks like he's trying to corner him and throw some bombs, but he's not getting
But he's getting tagged, see?
Yeah.
He's getting tagged. What round is that?
Let's see, man. The round just ended, so it should come up in a sec. But we got to be in like the 7th or 8th round by now. Oh,
7th, 8th round.
I'm just guessing right now. It'll come on in a sec because we're between rounds. On the HBO feed over here.
Yeah.
Here it is. Come on. Round number 8. Yep, round 8.
Round number 8. Is it big on your screen, or I got my little screen on my phone here? I can see it though. Oh, okay. So they get that round to him. With Fredo.
He just Shane is unloading now. Oh,
yeah.
Damn. Look at those hands move.
And he just keep coming forward, but Shane keep landing them. So
that was a 12-piece if I ever saw one right there. Bro.
Right. That's what it was. He started running those punches on him. Look at right hand, man. He's catching his guy, clocking him.
Oh, he's playing speed bag with him.
Yeah.
See
Oh,
you, brother.
Yeah. He's keeping his hitting range. See, that's another thing. You gotta learn your hitting range. He's trying to smother Shane's punches. Saying like, okay, as soon as you get close enough, I'm hitting you. Bang. Yeah. So there.
Man, I hope this is as much fun for you as it is for me watching these fights, man. Because this.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen this fight in a long time. I like this. I like when Shane threw them combinations. That's what I like about this fight. He unleashes good combinations like Sugar Ray Robinson or something.
Really, that one he threw right there. I thought that was Max Roach playing a drum solo for a second. I was like,
yeah,
woo.
And Shane know how to torque his body real good to deliver that power.
Now, Shane must have been a nut for physical fitness himself. He must have been watching that diet and like you said, 3 miles before he even went in the gym every morning.
Oh yeah, man, we did that. I want to make sure he be in shape.
Was he drinking the concoctions you were making up in the blender too?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I was making that stuff for him so he can have energy. Yams, sweet potatoes, apples, bananas, berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. Put all that stuff in there.
A little
spinach, celery, cabbage, all that stuff, man. All the green stuff. Everything. That's what we live on. That's what we need. You know, when we have beef, a little chicken and stuff, you know. But I want all that vegetation. Look at the gorillas, how big and strong they are. All they do is eat on vegetation.
Well, you know, I didn't really understand the healing power of that food until my dog had a skin condition that I was spending thousands of dollars going to different vets, and they're trying to give him antibiotics, and they want a biopsy to check. I went to a holistic doctor who told me how to make my own dog food, and almost a year of this, it cured within months. My wife's been making this food ever since. It's got the shiitake mushrooms, the beets, the vasodilating vegetables to give you the pumpkin, all the good stuff. And I should have known better because I was a nutritional advisor, but I didn't realize how powerful these foods are. And they have drug-like powers in them. I mean, it's amazing. You know, if you eat clean like that, people are going to think you're on steroids. You know, you're taking the toxins out of your body, putting the good stuff in, bro.
Right. See them combinations?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I got a dog that's 23 years old. Bijan. 23. I feed it once a day. Lots of alkaline water.
He drinks alkaline water too, huh? My dog drinks bottled water. I don't give him tap water.
Well, I got a machine. I paid 15. I know at the time I paid almost $4,000 for it. That was 20 years ago. A little machine sat on the counter and hooked up to my sink faucet in the kitchen.
Well, man, I'll tell you, if you're looking as good as you are drinking alkaline water, I'm going to look into that, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's called Kangen water, they call it. Kangen. Kangen.
Okay. Because everybody in here knows I'm a nut for water. I drink a gallon of water a day, which you know doesn't sound like a lot, and I should be drinking more. But people don't believe in how powerful water is, how it hydrates.
Well, water is electric.
How it cleanses your system.
Yeah, water is electric. So, you know, our body's electric too. So you drink it, like you say, drink a half a gallon in the morning or half a gallon. That's what I do before I do anything. Drink that water, get it in my system.
Wow, a half gallon. And this man is 77 years old too. So
yeah,
I'm listening to what Jack Mosley is telling me, bro.
Yeah, because see the real alkaline water that I have, the microclusters are so small it goes into your body, into every cell of your body, to get rid of the mucus, the pus, the toxins, free radicals, and all that stuff. See, that's how small. And that water is so the molecules are so small, it mixed with oil. Now most water just roll off of oil, right? This stuff will go right into oil.
Really?
See, so that's right. So it's going into your bones, your ligaments, the tendons. It's going into every cell of your body, every cell, and hydrate it and get rid of all that mucus, pus, toxins, free radicals, all that good stuff.
The
machine I got like electrolysis, titanium and platinum plates, and electrolysis that convert that water into alkaline water, break it down, you know.
No difference in taste whatsoever, right?
No, it tastes good.
Uh-huh.
And it tastes good.
I'm going to say
it tastes clean, real clean.
You know, just the fact that you're telling me that it's penetrating oil, that's amazing right there.
Yeah, it goes into your body like that. See, this water, you got to have a number 7 plastic container. Otherwise, you'll be drinking plastic. That's how small the molecules are.
Wow. Yeah, you know, because we have a lot of fat in our bodies, and something that's fat soluble, that's almost scientific.
Man, I can't help it, man.
You guys see that last combination?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Man, he's wanting right. That's why I like this fight. See, Shane was getting busy with him.
Man, I just thought about nothing. Okay.
Yeah. He was getting busy with Fredo. Fredo was taking all that stuff, but he was getting wore down.
70060 murder. Salute, bro. I'm smoking weed myself right now.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoying this fight on the Toker too, bro. My medical marijuana. Relaxing my arthritis pains here because it's bad. It's bad this time of year, bro.
Look at that, man.
I get real work, man. So.
Man, that was a whooping on that round. Wow.
Right.
I felt sorry for him. Yeah.
He's taking a beating. Rivera's getting busted up.
Right. It's the 10th round. I think the 11th round. Maybe got him out of there.
Shane looks like
I think this might be the round.
Too.
Okay. Body shot, man.
Oh.
I told Shane, I said, man, they got this thing close, Shane. And this might be the round.
That's back when Robert Byrd had black hair.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, this is it. This is a round. I can see it, right? Bam. I hit him with a left uppercut hook kind of.
Oh,
punch.
He's not letting him out of the corner.
If it's not this round, it's the next round for sure.
Well, Rivera was tough, man. Everybody thought he was going in lay down against Pernell Whitaker.
Right.
Arguably,
there you go.
Fight,
I think this is it.
Oh
man, this ain't it. Man, body shot, body. Woo.
Looked like that one lifted him off his feet.
Oh, that left lifted him off his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, the right hand.
And his face is busted up too.
And Shane's on his toes too. See. Yeah, he's wore out now. See. There you go. Hey, got it. He's so tired and wore out. The punch with it, I don't think it was that hard. He's just wore out, I think. Right?
Yeah, you can just tell by Shane.
See his little uppercut.
Real short uppercut.
He can get up.
That almost looked like the one that Tyson Fury landed on Dillian White the other day.
Yeah. So he threw that up. He threw that look. I said, I told him before that. I said, man. I said, Shane, they got this thing close. Somebody told me they had it close.
Come on. Somebody had this fight close?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what they said. Man, they got this fight close. I said, oh, I told Shane, they got this fight close. We got to go out there and do it.
Is that Larry? Who's the guy with the patch on his eye? Is that Larry?
No, that was Daniel Lynham. That was another guy I was training. He had just won a national title. See, this fight was at the Pachinga Casino in Pachinga. That's before they had a casino, though. I mean, before they had a hotel and all that stuff. He fought it when he was outside in Pachinga. And let's see. He had won a national title that night. Daniel Lynham. Was it? No, it was a state title. He won the state title. He was one of Shane's sparring partners too. He was like 7-0.
And there's Cedric Kushner and yourself.
Cedric Kushner, yeah. Bang!
Oh.
Short.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom.
Man, that was such a short, compact punch that knocked him out, too. Look at this.
Shane twisted. Look, if you notice,
the right hand hurt him.
Yeah, the right hand did, and he twisted on the hips.
Right
when he threw that left hook, left uppercut hook, kind of. Yeah, so it's Daniel Lynham, the patch up his eye.
Okay.
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. We had fun that night. They didn't have, like I say, they didn't have a hotel then. It was outside. It was a casino, but after that, man, years after that, they built a big old pretty hotel now. Indian Reservation out in Pachinga.
Where was that, in California?
Yeah, at Pachinga, going almost to San Diego.
And a lot of those casinos have their own commission.
Yeah. Not boxing commission though.
No, the state athletic commission. That they have
they got to follow the commission. Yeah, they got to follow state athletic commission rules. You know.
Now, what do you think of boxing today? Do you think it's in the right direction? These guys are fighting once a year. It seems like they're cherry picking their opponents. The best aren't fighting the best. I mean, what's going on? We look at Shane's record. It looks like a black murderer's row. It's like one after another after another. Well, why don't these guys take a blueprint so we're going to remember who they are? So, become great fighters like your son. What do you think the problem is?
I think it's, promoters, politics, and, promoters got to, everybody trying to make money. That's the bottom line. They don't want to lose no money. They want to position their fighters and win money, but the fighters, I mean, if you like what you're doing with passion, you get out there and do what you got to do. They need to pay these fighters, whether they win or lose. Pay them so they can live, and you'll have better fights. And fighters are scared to lose because if they lose, they ain't gonna make no money. So if they pay them good, whether they lose or win, then they'll be more competitive, I think. They shouldn't worry about, you got to lose a record, you ain't no good. No, they don't say that in basketball. They don't say that in football. They're still making millions of dollars. Look what happened to the Nets. They lost, but everybody on their team making $50 million, $100 million, some dollars. They don't care. I mean, they care, but it ain't gonna affect their livelihood. See, in boxers, man, hey, if they lose, they can't live. That's crazy. They're
all trying to keep that. Nobody wants to take a chance, fight somebody, right. A 50-50 fight where, somebody's gonna leave with an But back in those days, man, even back recently, if your son left with an O and a respectable O, that made him in more demand for the next fight. That just showed he had dog in him. He's not gonna, he's not gonna give you a dull fight. And I mean, some fighters. I mean, look at the Leonard Hearns fight. Thomas Hearns lost the fight, but man, that L was a badge of honor.
Right.
He went on.
He lost to Hagler, but he didn't lose to anybody. He lost to another great guy like himself. So there ain't no shame. There's no shame in that at all. And so the example is, even though he lost to Hagler, he could still go make $1 million, $2 million fighting somebody else. You know, whether he win or lose. It's fan base should guarantee that. You got a fan base that like the way you fight, they're gonna come watch you fight. As long as you're not, you know, some fighters get wore out where they can't do nothing, then they need to retire. And as simple as that. And they need to have a pension fund. I guess they do, but they need to upgrade it, make it good, so when the fighter do retire, he can live off the interest of his money. They need to be able to put that stuff in an annuity or something, get some advisors to do that, rather than try to rip the fighters off. Dennis Rodman, I understand they took his money and put it away for him because he was running through the money. So right now, he can live off the interest of his money for the rest of his life because somebody looked out for him. And they need to do that with a lot of these fighters, so they can have a family and live their life, you know, like everybody else.
Definitely.
But they're getting smart now. They learn how to save their money and things like that. But that's what I tell my fighters, how to right away. They start making money, put that money in some annuities and stuff, you know, some fixed annuities.
But what about the fighters themselves? Do you see a different breed now? It seems like they don't even care. They're only fighting once a year. You know, they're happy with that. They just don't have the aggression that fighters back in Shane's day had.
Right. Well, back, you know, then the more fights you get, the better fights you get, the more money you're gonna make. But a lot of times these promoters don't want to fight like that all the time because they're too busy watching the money. And I can understand both ways, but I'm like, man, if you're ready to go, if you haven't been in a hard fight, not gonna stand Spence and what's this guy he just fought, waiting a month or 2 or 3 before you fight again, because there was a hard, Ugas. There was a hard fight, you know. I mean, Spence won, you know, handily, but it's still a hard fight. So yeah, you take a 3-month layoff, rest your body, you know what I mean? Or 2 months, you know, whatever the case it may be. But now, in Shane's case, a lot of his fights, man, he's knocking them out in 1 or 2 rounds. So he ain't really in no fights, you know. So if you knock somebody out in 2 rounds and you not, man, why not fight the next month? Shit, you can fight the next week. You can knock this dude out. You do worse than that in sparring sessions. See what I'm saying?
When these guys are fighting once a year, it takes them 3 months just to prepare for
back
camp.
in shape again. We stayed in shape. Shit, Shane fight, he'd be gone. He off a couple of weeks. He back in the gym. He couldn't help himself. He back in the gym training.
So you think it's the fighters who don't want to fight, or the business of boxing?
I think it's both of them. Sometimes fighters don't want to fight certain fighters. You know, they want to wait to act like something's wrong with them. You know, it's both. It's both. You know, because if they got money, they don't want to fight certain fighters that lose their position, because if they lose their position, they can't make that money the next fight.
It used to be simpler. We were talking about that earlier. You don't even know who's in the game anymore. There's so many. And the way they sell fights, the pay-per-views where they're putting fighters on who lost their last fight, they're getting together and they charge us $80 to see a fight. Man, I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm an alien in this new boxing world.
Well, I got to learn these new fighters too. See, I got to learn all these new fighters.
We could grab a Ring magazine and we could tell you who the top 10 were. And,
right. They don't have that anymore. I guess you got to Google who the top 10 is and all that. See, and most people ain't gonna, you know, if they're not boxing fans or something. Most people that, you know, they'd rather pick up a magazine and look at it. They ain't gonna look at it on the phone or nothing like that, like I would. But I haven't done that either.
Me either. I rely on the internet too. But you know, we love boxing. That's it, man. Trick, thanks for coming back, bro. I thought you might have to step off. So I know you have to go to work tonight, man. And man, we appreciate you setting this up. We had a good time. We're having a good time over here, man. We're talking real boxing. We just watched Shane Mosley at his best, coming into 147 from a killer at 135, man.
Right.
You know, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Doing his stuff, and he left his legacy there. You know, he left with a good legacy and the good stuff. So now we're gonna see what his grandson. See what my grandson does. He won a title. Intercontinental WBC or WBOA or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he won that belt, and now that'll put him in position, for more money. You see, he's a super middleweight.
That's a hot division. Now, who would be his next logical opponent right there? Because I know we've heard a lot of
Canelo.
people here.
Yeah, he used to spar with Canelo a lot, but that should be the next opponent. But he sparred with him a lot. That's a big man.
Hey,
What would that be
father
For the
and
money,
son
though, saying the money,
Right,
Mr. Mosley.
Huh?
The money fight. That Canelo, that's the money fight.
Oh yeah, it is a money fight. They want to make it, but see, they gonna look at Shane like, but he haven't done enough yet.
Yeah, but the angle though, a father and a son fighting the same guy, that's
Yeah. See, he was
That's
sparring with Canelo, man. And then his father got in there and sparred with him and beat up on Canelo. That was back 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And Shane was at 47 pounds, and Canelo had went up. And Canelo said, "Oh, you're pretty good at 147." Shane just tried to let him see what he could do, And but that was all fun though. They had a good time. In fact, they was using Shane's gym up there in Big Bear. But Junior sparred with him every day. He was getting ready I forgot the guy's name. He was getting ready to fight. In fact, the sparring partners they had up there, he let them rest while Shane sparred with him, Junior. Because Shane, he's big, he's about 6'1" and stuff, And he's strong.
Yeah, he looked good his last fight too.
Right.
Looked real good. So when he was fighting this Rosado, it's like, really? I've been in the ring with Canelo.
Oh, you have?
No, I'm saying his son, when he was fighting this Gabe Rosado, he was like, he looked real so cool, calm, and collected in there. Because he's been in the ring with Canelo before. So wish him the best. He looked so good his last fight.
Right. He's gonna get better. I want him to work on his balance with that right. So you throw that right hand, you got to have good balance when you throw a right hand. You can't fall off balance. So to me, it's a little off balance when you throw that right hand, overhand right. And it needs to be more sharper. It wasn't as sharp as I'd like to see it. Like a Larry Holmes right hand. Larry Holmes throw a sharp right hand. See, so.
Here's a fight you might remember. Shane did pretty well. Jesse James Leha.
Jesse James Leha. I haven't heard from him or seen him in a long time. How's he doing?
He in San Antonio. He doing good. I talked to him a few months back. He in San Antonio. He doing good.
Oh,
Got a gym and everything, man.
All right. Yeah, Jesse's something else. He's funny. Yeah, he's a good boxer too.
And what was
Jack,
your
you
sister lightweight fight?
What?
Lightweight.
Oh, Jesse? Yeah. He battled Zuma Nelson a couple times, didn't he?
126, yeah, featherweight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how that fight came about with him and Shane. I don't know. I think it's HBO wanted to see that fight. So that's another thing. HBO was putting together all these tough guys to come against Shane at 35. Everybody didn't come up with Shane got to run so well. They try to say he wasn't fighting nobody. But Shane said, well, shit. Put whoever you want in the ring. I don't care. What you mean I ain't fighting nobody? They didn't want to pay him no money, see? So he's like, put whoever you want up there. I don't care. But just upgrade me financially.
That's an attitude. That's the way a fighter's attitude should be.
Right.
Put him in front of me. Pay me the money. Put him in front of me.
Yeah, just whoever you want me to fight. I ain't bagging off nobody. Put them, bring them. They start bringing them. And Shane started knocking them off one by one. I was like, oh boy, I thought they was mad at us for a minute there. I mean, what's the matter? Are we supposed to be fighting for you guys? You guys angry because we beating them up or what? They betting against us or something? What they doing?
No home games.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on with this program, this picture? But
look at that outfit. Look at the outfit that he comes in, bro. What is going on?
Foxwoods Casino.
Yeah, be sharp,
And then
sugar.
29 on 27 knockouts.
Yep, that's man. They say Shane at one time with 30 fights or more had the best knockout percentage of any fight in the history of boxing at one time. 30 fights more. I think he had 35 fights and 33 knockouts at that time. And they said he said it was better than anybody. Everybody you can think of.
Yep.
I said, man. And HBO said that.
Yep. I remember that.
You know, I'm like, okay. So that's great. We accomplished something. They don't talk about it much, but you know, there's a lot of fighters are undefeated like that now.
Where is Murad Muhammad? Did he pass away? Murad Muhammad?
Who?
Murad Muhammad?
Muhammad, that promoter. Did he pass away?
Oh, the guy. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen him. I heard anything about him. I don't know.
Also, Jack. I think some good fights have been in lightweight with Shane would have been Ivan Robinson and Stevie Johnston. What you think about that?
Yeah, he beat Stevie in the amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
And for the national tournament and stuff. And Ivan Robinson didn't want to fight him. He was going to Philadelphia to fight Ivan Robinson. He refused.
Oh, wow.
And we was set up to fight him, and he's claiming he got sick or something. And then they brought in a replacement. Ivan didn't want to fight. And then he just disappeared off the scene after that.
Yeah, I think once Cardona. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, actually, that was after. I think after the two Gaddy fights, I didn't see him really fight anymore after that.
We was trying to fight Arturo Gatti too, but they didn't want to fight either. HBO didn't want us to fight Arturo Gatti. Talking about Shane would destroy him. You know, they're right. He would have destroyed him, but they let Oscar fight him. I say, well, man, you let Oscar fight him. Why can't we fight him? Shit, now come on, now. But see, that's the stuff, all that control stuff. You know, but I guess that's part of the business. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. As long as we get out there and compete, and he's doing what he like doing, and he's making money now because he ain't no kid no more. He ain't fighting for trophies. He's fighting for money to live. See, so all that trophy stuff is over with.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of these young fighters are doing today. You know, they like the trophies, but they want the money. They ain't thinking about no trophy. Or a belt. You got money, and you got a belt, they want the money. Give me the money. I don't care nothing about a belt. And that's their mindset. That's what they think.
They look at they print out belts like a new candy coming out. So they ain't worried about it.
Right.
They ain't worried about the belt. They give us the money.
You see WBC, the Mestizo belt. What?
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, Jack, with all due respect, the belt your grandson won the other day, that's what was that again? Then the
Intercontinental WBA or WBC.
I mean, did they print that belt up so they make a sanctioning fee on that fight, or what? That's
well, that's the whole purpose of the belt, to get that sanction fee money.
I mean, I remember the NABF and the USBA. You won those belts, you were almost guaranteed a title shot. But,
because it gets you rated.
Yeah, but now you got the silver belt, intercontinental belt, the intern champion. It's that's doing the same job. They do the same thing. You got a belt, so the belt gonna get you a bigger fight. Now you just it puts you in position for a bigger fight, bigger money. You got to perform. I hope they do perform because I would love to see that 168 pound. I'd love to see them fight some of those like David Morrell. And you got
see, Shane fight at 160, but he moved up. He offered the fight. Shane said, yeah, because he hadn't been doing nothing. He said, yeah, I'll take the fight. And so he moved up, but now I guess he'll come back down and fight at 160 or something, if it presents itself. But the super middleweight won't be a problem because he's tall enough and all that stuff and wide enough, long reach and everything to carry the weight with no problem. Probably can fight at both spots like Bernard Hopkins. You go down to 160, no problem. He's big, So it's no problem. It might be the best thing for him. See, now something come up at 160, he can go down to 160, fight for a title.
So
But the big money is at the 160. Who 160 super middleweight? They got a lot of guys that want super middleweight, right?
That's where the money is.
Yeah.
But 160, the belts seem to be wide open down there. You know, I don't know if Triple G's going to do anything else. I know he's tied up with Canelo Alvarez for a third fight.
Right.
And so I mean, you got Charlo down. Charlo that'd be a great fight right there.
Yeah, he inspired with them too. So they used to be up in the gym running big brother training up there.
So many good fights to be made.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a big money fight for him.
Now, how much does Shane influence his son? Does he fight a lot like his son, like his father?
Father fight with more intensity. Shane don't have the same intensity unless he gets you hurt. Shane fights with more intensity. And
is that something you can teach?
What?
Is that something that you can teach, or is that something you have to be born with that intensity?
Yeah, you can teach it. And you just got to train the muscles, the work. You got to do the drills, to become automatic. Same thing football players do when they pound their feet on the ground real fast. They train their feet how to move, lateral, real quick, and forward, and back, real quick. So you can move, they have balance and dance. You got to move. Like basketball players, they train their legs to move sideways or lateral. All that stuff. Same thing about football. You got to move lateral real quick. Same thing in boxing. You got to move lateral real quick. Forward real quick. Back real quick. And it's not a leg is involved. A lot of fighters don't do the leg. They don't do sprawl out. They don't do gut walk or whatever they're called. They don't do squats. They don't do on their legs.
I'm losing your voice. Losing your voice. Jack.
I was just saying you got to have great legs to throw great punches. A lot of the trainers don't have their fighters work on their legs.
So how did you work on your boys' legs? Squatting?
Yeah, you do squat. Huh?
Deadlifts?
No, I don't work on the weights. Do some squats, run up some hills, run lateral, sideways, backwards, jab across the ring, inside the ring, jab across as fast as you can, spin around and jab back. Jab going back, jab going forward, jab, and then lateral movement around the ring.
A lot of emphasis on the legs.
Yeah.
That's where the power comes from. Ultimately, you throw knockout blows is from the toe to the fist.
Right.
People don't realize that. You get that low center of gravity, the power in those legs. You're dangerous.
Right. And you got to use your legs to. You notice the fighters that don't work on their legs, if they accidentally slip on some water or something and hit the canvas, their ass take a long time getting up. Then they let you know their legs ain't in shape. They say, man, this dude take a long time grab the rope to get up. He can't even get up. His legs. Then you put the pressure on him now because he's weak. But if a guy jump up, he got strong legs. But he ain't supposed to jump up that quick. But the guy's having a hard time getting up, something wrong with his leg. But if the guy can just get up normally with no problem, and then sitting on the bench and during the break period, sit on the bench, guys having a hard time getting up. They got some bad ass legs.
They went to break.
Normally when you spar, you go to the corner and just stand up, sit down and get up.
Your audio just went fuzzy, Jack.
Oh, it did?
Oh, good now. Yep. It's like when you turn one way, it's great, and when you turn the other way, you sound like Alvin the Chipmunk for a second there.
Yeah, I'm saying, some kinds of guys are fighting in between rounds. They sit down, and then if they struggle to get up, they got weak ass legs. They haven't trained their legs. But if a guy can get up normally with no problem and jump up around and got agility and stuff, he's been working on his legs.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got strong legs. That means he's gonna have some power. See what I'm saying? So I just think that you need to work on your legs, especially in boxing. You got to work on your legs. In case you got to jump around the ring. If a guy hit too hard, you don't want to get hit by all that power. Your legs can be your defense to get away from all that stuff. And, grab a guy, tie him up, all that kind of stuff, make the fight ugly. But you're going to survive. You ain't getting knocked out.
Gotta have a strong base.
Uh-huh.
You gotta have a strong core and base. Strong core and base.
Right.
Yes. You on demon time then in the ring. You can absorb those body shots better.
They'll break you down. Good body shots. And that's what I used to tell Shane. I say, man, Shane, go to the body, because sometimes them head punches, them guys can take those head shots a lot of times. See, so I say, but a lot of times their body ain't together, especially if the stomach lining is weak from eating a lot of, eating the wrong food and stuff. If eating wrong food, drinking beer, alcohol, and doing that kind of stuff, after a fight, a lot of fighters want to go hang out and drink and party. They're doing all of that, man, their stomach lining is going to be weak. Our stomach line is very thin to absorb all the minerals and stuff out of our body. It's very thin. See, so, and if if you're drinking and stuff, it's going to be even worse.
People
so
don't
you just
realize,
dig to the body and get out
that, man. People don't realize
what
how
happened?
like the core nutrition, like you're talking about, not strengthening the lining of your stomach, eating crappy food, the body shots. It's just so. I mean, it's damn. You have to write a book, Jack. I mean, you've got some of the information you have is very. It seems basic, but it's very valuable, and people don't understand how important that is, especially with an athlete like a fighter.
Right. Exactly. See, because people get lesions in their stomach from eating certain food that has pectin in it. Pectin causes lesions in your stomach and it causes you to lead to leaky gut. See, so certain foods carry that stuff. So you got to learn which foods cause leaky gut, and then mess with it. You see what I'm saying?
And I hope Jesse James Leha doesn't have a leaky gut here, because Shane looks like he's doing some serious body work. Just knocked him through the ropes.
Man, I was just about to say that. I said he going to the body with some authority on it. I was like, yeah, he gonna feel that. Couple more rounds of that, he gonna slow down.
Gio James, salute my brother. Thanks for coming by, brother. We're just winding it up here. We're watching Sugar Shane Mosley. We got his father, Jack Mosley, in here. He's wiping the floor with Jesse James Leha. And man, at Foxwoods Casino up in my neck of the woods, we got a man from Southern California over here. We got a Texas Twister over here. I don't know if Mad Chaz is from Maine. And we got my brother Trick Nolte here, man. We're international, enjoying some great boxing, man. I thank God for it, man. And I thank all you guys for being here.
Oh yeah. That referee passed. What's his referee's name? Him. What's his name?
Eddie Cotton.
Eddie Cotton. He passed, huh?
Yeah.
I heard about it. Yeah. I seen him last, but in 2000, I seen him in Costa Rica. He had a fighter fighting out there. Jerry Scott Tennant. He's trying to fight back. He fighting back there.
He getting work though.
Right.
Yeah, he getting work.
He was a warrior, man. No doubt about that. At 130 pounds, Jesse James Leha, he was a matinee idol, man, on NBC Sports World.
Right.
Oh, I think he fought Azuma Nelson. He fought all those.
He fought Azuma Nelson twice, I think. Now, Shane sparred with Azuma Nelson when Shane was 16. And Shane had Azuma Nelson in the corner running all kind of 12-piece combinations on Zuma. Zuma didn't know what the hell to do. Shane had him in the corner just.
That was Enswell, I think, Peach. He was just using an Enswell on him in the corner, so it looked like a cold spoon. And that it's a piece of metal, and they keep it in the ice bucket, and they use it to put compression on a cut. And I think that's what it was. I wasn't paying attention, but that's usually what it is.
Yeah, Inswell.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Inswell to use and keep it in the bucket.
How about Mike Tyson's fighting with
But
Buster
Cash,
Douglas? No Enswell.
no Inswell, huh?
When Tyson
Wow,
needed it
had
the
a
most.
balloon. That was crazy.
Oh! What a right hand! What is he doing to this kid? I can't believe Leja's on his feet after that. No, he's not on his feet. That right
Yeah,
hand, that right hand started it all.
right.
Oh, I think this is the fateful 7th round over here coming up here.
Yeah, I think he's stopping right there. Somebody stop it. They got tired of punches landing.
Man, now you've been everywhere in the world, Jack. What do you think is the best place to fight?
What? Say that again.
You've been to every arena in the world. What's the best place to have a fight? I mean, they just had that fight in Wembley, 95,000 people. You know, we're having fights at AT&T Stadium. We're having fights in Vegas. Where do you think the ultimate arena?
I like Vegas. I like going there.
Yeah, Vegas seems like it's the mecca these days.
Yeah, I like Vegas. And Madison Square Garden was good, but I like Vegas. And then Atlanta, Georgia. What's the name of that arena? That was good. I went there back in 2000.
G5 would know that.
When they had Thriller. Huh?
Mm,
No, but Vegas.
the Superdome? Was it the Superdome? No.
In Atlanta.
No, I forgot the name of it. Is it downtown Atlanta, Georgia, the city, Civic Center?
Yeah,
or something?
it's where Tank fought.
Damn.
I know, huh?
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue, man.
I
I
kick
hate when
myself
that
in the
happens.
head when I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Everybody was down there.
it's on the tip of my tongue too. Damn.
Kui, help
Man.
us.
Yeah. Well, there's my woman. Hey, help me, sweetie. She's still in here.
I'm just saying, if she's out there, she'd know the arena.
Somebody in here remember. Not the Mercedes. No, that's the Superdome. What's the new stadium? No, he wasn't there.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a new stadium there in downtown Atlanta, Georgia, Civic Center.
I know what the stadium, the new football stadium, is the Mercedes-Benz something.
Oh, that's what it is. Mercedes-Benz. That's what we went there for. That's it. Right. Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah,
that was a good stadium.
But that's throwback.
That's what it is. That's pretty cool place. Huge.
Yeah, Shane looks like he's just taking his time looking for that one shot to get this little mosquito out of the way here.
Yeah, he kind of like playing with him, huh?
Yeah, he is. He just sizing up. He just timing him. Seeing what shots he want to get.
Iceman, my brother, salute my man. Toker 2 is at your disposal here, my bro. We're talking to the legendary Jack Mosley, son of Sugar Shane Jr. I mean, dude, it doesn't get better than
grandfather.
This. Oh, all right, here we go. Another round down. You know the end is near for dear Jesse James.
Yes. I forgot what I was
doing. Over here too, Jack.
It's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. Shane played with him, you know what I'm saying? Just marked him up a little bit more, last round. Like, all right.
I think they're gonna run a combination, hit him beside the head, and that's gonna be it. They're gonna throw in a towel. They're gonna drop him with a body shot. I think that's what it's gonna be. And that's gonna be it, I think, with a body shot. If I remember correctly.
Well, man, I'll tell you, it seems like everything else is working on you. So I bet that memory is sharp as a tack, man.
Oh, for who? Me or Shane?
For you, not for me.
Man, I remember some things, but hey, man, you forget a lot of stuff. Like I couldn't remember that arena, but it's when the name was mentioned, that's it, Mercedes-Benz. But I couldn't pull it out of my brain, though. See, but that's what it is, Mercedes-Benz. But
That's good.
But
That's
the
gonna be a
memory is
big fight.
okay. It's good enough. You know, I can find myself home.
You're right.
Man,
As long as I can find myself
it's just
home, I'm
amazing.
doing good.
It's amazing to have a career like that takes you all over the world. And
Right.
I mean,
I get
that's why
a chance to
that's why
travel.
boxers are my heroes. You know,
Right.
the old boxers.
Right.
The,
You notice how Shane's getting on his toes now? I guess he's getting ready to step it up. I
all
told him to
right,
get light on his feet.
getting a
He get
little
ready
rugby
to start
for those
putting more
punches.
pressure on him.
Trick just supposed to come and he had to, he had to dip off. He got to get ready for work. He got to go
Oh,
take a nap.
Trick. Thank you, my brother. Call me, man. Thank you so much, bro. Great brother, Trick Nolte, man. Great. I mean, I think God put him on this earth to bring boxing fans and boxers closer together, man. And Trick's
Right.
that. D-Ray, shout out D-Ray. Thanks for coming by, bro. We had a good show here tonight, man. We're just winding it down. We got Jack Mosley, the
Right.
sire of the famous Mosley clan, right here, bro.
I got a little 18% on my phone. So after this fight, I have to take off and charge my phone.
We're over our 2-hour limit right now, my bro. As soon as this fight's over, if you want to stop, whenever you want to go, man. If you want to say anything.
Well, yeah. After this fight, I got to get off. I'm just going to finish watching this fight. I got 18 minutes left. See, so I'm gonna charge my phone back up and eat some cabbage. I got some cabbage and stuff I made, a piece of cornbread.
All right, we'll speed this. We'll speed this up 1 second, my bro. This fight's going to be over in less than a minute. We can watch the final instruction here. We owe it to your son, man.
Right.
Oh, look at those right hands. He's just waiting to pot shot this kid. Oh, but Jesse's still got some fighting. He's not giving up.
No, he's a game warrior.
Game for sure.
I think them body shot got him though. Bam, that body shot right there got him.
Oh.
Hook. Boom.
An artist.
Another one.
That's why they call him Sugar Ray. That's why he gets to keep that name.
Yeah, putting it on him. Another body shot. Here it come. Well, Jesse keep trying though. He's trying.
Yeah, Jesse.
Damn, good shot.
No quit in him, man. He's a warrior.
Yeah.
And Shane, he wants to go home. He wants to get home. He wants to get out of here.
Double right here.
You're in Connecticut. Time to go have a lobster, man.
Right.
You don't need this anymore. Eddie, get ready, Eddie. This fight's going to be over. Oh, look at that. There we go.
I think it was a hook that did it to the body. I don't know if I remember correctly.
Oh, there was a couple of hooks to the body right there. Those were right to the body. And the hook, I think he's cutting him in half right now.
Yeah, there you go. But Jesse's bagging on the ropes. I think he'll hook him when he's on the ropes or something. Going to the ropes. Yeah, brother hook.
Fighters today should take note. So much body work. Oh,
see that body shot. Set him down.
Oh, he's fucked too. He's fucked up. He's walking around like a drunk.
It was the right shot to the body, huh? Was it?
The fight's gonna continue. Oh, you know this is gonna be painful to watch. Beautifully painful.
Yeah, body shot.
Amazing speed.
See, they just throwing a towel or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how that ended.
That's why it's so much fun watching these whole fights. Just
Oh, they threw in the towel. That was it.
That was it. That was it, man. That was it. Let me.
Yeah, that body shot started the whole thing. You know, that was it. Anyway, fellas, I had a great time. I got to get
Hey,
off this
brother.
phone and talk to you guys again.
Absolutely, Jack. It was a pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you so much for gracing my show, brother. God bless you. Peace.
No problem. Have a good one.
Pleasure.
All right,
Have a great one, Jack.
All right. Talk to you.
G5, tell them where they can find you, my brother.
Oh, well, y'all know where to find me at G5_Gabe, Instagram, YouTube. Appreciate everybody who showed us support, Bruce. Shout out to Jack Mosley and the Mosley clan. Shout out to Trick Notes. He's setting it up as always. The man behind the scene. Man, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Like I said, G5_Gabe, Instagram, YouTube is where y'all can find me at. I'm up early in the morning cooking. And yeah, I get your day going. And I'll also be here. Being kind of local has our show. So I make my rounds. Shout out to everybody for all the love and support. Well, great show, Brucey. Great panel. Good interaction from the chat. Y'all have a good one.
Peace, my brother.
You know it.
All right, man. We had a great show, man. Thank you, everybody, man. Thank you, my brother Trick Nolte, for putting it together, man. Thank you, G5. Thank you, Mad Chad. Mad Chad has to go to work early tomorrow. We had to step out a little early today, man. And most of all, man, Jack Mosley, man. Thank you for coming by, man. Rolling with the punches, Iceman still hanging around. My brother D-Ray all the time, my brother. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Anybody else that's still hanging around, man. We're gonna take it out with my favorite over here, man. This is my
shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toker 2.
150.
To drop a track with my boy. Where you at? Yeah, been in your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas, get another place on the table. I'm calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toker 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little block on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the thing. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sand. Bruce pass me the point, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't be on the neck, and this shit won't change. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the strap.
My brother 150, man. Shout out to him for putting that together for me, man. That's it was an honor. I don't think I've listened to a rap song ever in my life as much as I've dug on that one, man. And man, what can I say, man? Thank God for every day, man. Every breath you take. If you got somebody to love, man, thank him or her daily, man. Just to appreciate the little gifts we have in life. This was one of them for me, man. This internet, it's almost like an addiction. I love doing it. Well, I love smoking the Toker too, man. Doing it with the family out here. I got fucking arthritis that's killing me, and I show everybody all the time, man. A card carrying legal marijuana patient for the state of Rhode Island, man. And I'm enjoying some good weed with some good people. It's like you guys are my friends, man. I tell people, oh, my friend DP Rocka, my friend D-Ray, rolling with the punches. You wouldn't believe this cat, man. And they're like, who are these fucking guys? Well, you're in La La Land. What are you reading books? I said, nah, these are real people, bro. Like, you don't even know the meaning of real people anymore. It's so fucking phony out there. But I'm addicted to coming on here, and every day I want to, I love listening. I love talking. I love giving everybody the thumbs up on here, man. Supporting the family. We're all doing the same thing out here, man. We're all enjoying a little part of our lives on the airwaves over here, man, on the internet. And it was a great evening. Thanks for spending it with me, man. I'm gonna bop around, see what's going on out there, kick back a little bit, man. Maybe get something to eat, put the dog out, kiss the wife, have a few more tokes, and go to bed, man. God bless everybody. Peace.